We are back. Falcons franchise. We're here. We're playing Carolina Panthers, one of our division rivals, and one of the two division rivals that are in the playoffs. Now, ultimately, if you look down where it says standings, NFC South, right where you see the Panthers logo, it's right below that. Or, right next to where you see Christian McCaffrey. I feel like we may have had the best division record-wise. Now, the North's up there. This one, not really. Well, I mean, guess. South, the East, I'd say we're definitely better than East. This one, not really, but there's a case. Not really. That's our division. This division had so much potential, but it just fell apart. Not really. So, pretty solid division we were in this year. But, three of us remain in the playoffs division-wise out of the four teams. Now, the interesting thing is, the Panthers are the 2 seed. We are the 5. Bucks are the 6. The Eagles are the 1. The Buccaneers and Eagles are playing. If the Buccaneers win their game, no matter what, as long as the Buccaneers win, it will be a NFC South battle for the conference championship. All the Buccaneers have to do is win. If the Eagles win, then, well, But we have a weekly reward. We saw it last week. It is no other than AJ Terrell. Drew Lock having an amazing season with Tampa. So they just needed to find his scenery. We have our weekly strategy, of course. Their quarterback Sam Darnold, Christian McCaffrey at running back, and then Jimmy Carlson, but he isn't really going to do anything, I say. Oh, instantly when you look at these stats, you think, oh, this is a run team. But the problem is, what do we go with? I rush 41 20. Now, I do tend to run the ball inside more. And, every other stat is pretty similar. I think they're going to try and go outside of it. Their offense isn't very good. Their defense, though, top tier. When it comes down to inside attempts, they're not very good besides touchdowns. Having a lot of touchdowns. Unless you're throwing short or deep, isn't really going to work out. So I think we're going to probably, I'd say, throw it deep, I feel like. We have our extra players. I apparently do not have this. I don't know why. Oh, I think it's, well, I don't know why. But we're going to simulate our training. And now we are just going to take a look and see if we have any injuries to note. Besides the ones we already know. So, like, if anyone got injured during practice. And taking a look at it, unless they're all the way down, we are good. Completely healthy. Now, injury report. For us, we have Richie Grant, who's going to be out. He'll be back for the Super Bowl if we make it. Because there's a divisional round. He's going to miss 3 weeks, so he's going to miss the divisional round, the championship round, and the Pro Bowl. But he'll be back for the Super Bowl if we make it. Addison Nolan's going to be out for this game. He'll be back for the conference championship, assuming we make it. And the Panthers, they're going to be missing Dante Jackson. He's going to be out for 2 weeks. He's going to miss the divisional and the conference championship. He'll be back for the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl, depending on, if either of those happen. Because none of these are guaranteed. Well, one is. We're guaranteed to have either Addison Nolan back. Wait, what? No. Never mind. I butchered that. Alright, but without further ado, there's nothing really more to look into. I suppose we can take a look at their roster, considering maybe one of the last team. Well, this could be the last team we face. They have some pretty good guys, 299s and Brian Burns and Christian McCaffrey. They have DJ Moore, a solid wide receiver, Stephon Gilmore, a solid cornerback, Taylor Moton, a very solid lineman. Then have Shaq Thompson and Hassan Reddick. Very good linebackers. Jeremy Chin, a good safety. Dante Jackson is injured, but a very good cornerback. They have a very solid team. Robbie Anderson's good. Derek Brown's good. John Phillips, excuse me, he's not very high overall, but he is a superstar and he is a rookie, so that is something to note. He is probably going to be one of the star players for seasons to come. Jay Henderson, he's still young. Graham Gano, very solid kicker. Tommy Tremble, he's still young. Sam Darnold, not the best guy, but definitely not the worst. Yetur Gross-Matos is young. J.C. Horn's young. Sheldon Rankins, he's decent enough. Tim Donnelly, he is a rookie, so that is good. I have Oscar Warwick, who is also a rookie. Chuba Hubbard, very young. They have a very good running back core. Terrence Marshall, very solid. Nick Lasowski, solid. Miles Sermons, solid. And then Mason Cole kind of drops off a bit. But if you can't understand what I'm saying, I am saying they have, it says they're an 83 overall. They are probably the best team in the league, roster-wise. So, coming into this game is going to mean a lot for both sides. One, you move on to the next round. Two, it's against a divisional rival. And it can also help with free agency, as Kansas City beats Buffalo. So, Kansas City's going to move on. It could help with free agencies and trades. You know, people become more interested in coming and all that and wanting to stay. But they're going to start at their 24-yard line. Now, we did get swept this season by the Panthers, which does suck. But there is a chance we can, you know, prevent that from happening in the playoffs as well. Darnold throwing. Great catch. Oh, that pass is going to be incomplete. They're going to say McCaffrey did not hold on to it. That was a great catch by McCaffrey. He was able to hold on to it. The second attempt from the 24. Very dangerous pass by Darnold. Darnold surveying, throwing. Another dangerous pass, but that's complete. I believe that is Robbie Anderson, as Houston and Cleveland will be playing it tomorrow at 3. And Philadelphia and Tampa Bay will be playing tomorrow at 6. I accidentally pressed exit, but they got the first down. Noah's Ferdinand 3, and McCaffrey got 4. But we'll get right back in. Accidentally, back out. Whatever. Outside handoff, McCaffrey gets 5 up to the 39. Looks like he didn't really have much to go, but the blocks held up. Another handoff to McCaffrey. McCaffrey, he's going to be down at the 40. They're going to give him forward progress, and that's going to be enough for half a yard, but still 3rd and 5. If we see, I believe, 2 receivers out wide and 1 in the backfield. McCaffrey rolling. Darnold throwing. Up to McCaffrey, and incomplete. He had it, but could not hold on to it. Great defense. That brings up 4th and 5, and the punting unit is out there. Punt is away. It's going to be fielded and tackled at the 19-yard line. Now, I just want to quickly bring up something I have been considering. You guys all know I have a running back on the team named Steve Wesley. Now, I really love Steve Wesley. Problem is, with the team we have, I just don't see him getting enough action as I would like as a running back. So I've been considering moving him to receiver. But doing, rolling out, throwing. Dangerous pass, but incomplete. Intended for CJ Ham, fullback. So that's I was considering. I'm not going to do it until after this season if I do decide to follow through with it, though. Because I do really like the system, the running back system we have at the moment. That's complete up to the 25. Where we have Gordon as the primary. Then we have Williams as the guy who can, kind of come in if we need him to for those power runs. And then we also have Wesley as the receiving back. And then Kevin Fox, if any of those guys gets injured. Kevin Fox is not really a good running back. What I'm trying to say is he's superstar, so he has all the potential in the world, but he is very raw. I feel like besides a pure, if he gets in the open field, he will more than likely not get caught unless if it's a very fast defender. He will probably be gone. He's like a speed guy. Kind of like Raheem Mostert. He's meant for outside runs. He's not really a muscular guy. He's not really a receiving guy. He's just kind of, if he finds a hole, he's going to get the most out of it. And I want to get Kevin Fox involved a bit more because he is a superstar. We did trade for him. Well, we got him in a trade package where we swapped picks with a few teams, or a team, I believe the Dolphins. And yeah, that's going to bring up 4th and 24 after back-to-back sacks. And punt is away. So that's kind of what I'm feeling going into that. Is I feel like, one, Wesley and Fox get more involved, and two, I feel like we can use everyone to their most abilities. But the only problem with that is we already have Calvin Ridley. He's locked up for like the next, besides this season, the next like 2 seasons, I believe. Marquise Brown, besides this season, locked up for another 3. Derek Gore, besides this season, another 3. Wesley, besides this season, another 2. So, like, we have our receivers locked down. Like, we have our 4 guys. We have George Claiborne, who's a solid option. Along with Zacchaeus, we are more than likely not going to re-sign him unless if it's for a 1-year, very cheap deal. So that's just the situation. I don't really feel like we get to use... We'd probably put Steve Wesley above those guys. But at the same time, that's one of the crucial pieces of our offense we are cutting out right there. Now, another solution I had was Philip Madden. That's intercepted. Oh my god. Are you kidding me, Cam? You gotta make more accurate throw than that. That's Jerry Chin. One of the best defenses in the league. Gotta make good plays. Quick pass. I believe that's Tremble maybe. Or more actually. Sorry, I just had a silent sneeze there. So I wasn't talking there. But 3rd and 2. If we could move a guy like Philip Madden. That's complete. To a gadget tight end. That's another thought I've had. But the problem with that is it's going to require me to do all this complicated stuff to get these packages created where he's going to get involved. I just don't really know how to do that. And I am a bit busy. So, it's going to be hard. That's the end of the first quarter. Sorry if I sound different. I feel like I have a slight cold at the moment. 3rd and 5 from the 25. Darnold, he's going to go down. He's going to lose the ball, and that's going to be scooped up. And running with it, that's Keandre Jones. McCaffrey pursuing. Is Keandre Jones going to get there? He's going to be down at the 1-yard line. Ran out of stamina. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line now. It's going to be a handoff to Gordon. And Gordon going to be stuffed. Lost a free there. And that's Brian Burns. 2nd and goal now from the free. Brian Burns has his X Factor active now. It's going to be a play action. And Newton down at the 10. That's going to be hard. That's Hassan Reddick. We have a lot to go for now. 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. Started at the 1. We're already at the 10. Newton surveying, throwing. Calvin Ridley coming up with the catch. Touchdown, baby. Let's go. As Amanda strikes first. Took about just under 10 minutes, but someone finally scored as Ohio leads 7-0. And we're going to see the kickoff. Now, I wanted to quickly also bring up the free agency. Now, I did look a bit at free agency. There's not many guys I'm really high on. Like, the guys there are that are super high overalls are up there in age. But who knows? First and 10 from the 36 now. So, back to free agents. There's a lot of position. Ooh, great defense. I really want to address right tackle. Get a nice guy, whether that's free agency or the draft. That's like position 1 for me. I also want to address cornerback. Because we are unsure about William Jackson. Or Fabian Moreau. As incomplete. So that's kind of a bad situation we're in. We can't really make a decision on that. Let's go, baby. Let's go. More than likely, I'm bringing back either William Jackson or Fabian Moreau on a 1-year, and I mean 1-year deal. And the reason that is a bad decision is it's going to then leave Bradley Roby, William Jackson, and Fabian Moreau, assuming I bring back both William Jackson and Fabian Moreau, all on the last year of their deals on the same year. So the only real cornerback we're going to have on the roster that we're going to like is going to be AJ Terrell. And there's also potential of bringing back TJ Green, but if I bring him back, it's going to be on a 1-year deal. I'd probably bring back TJ Green. I want to bring back... Ooh, very bad pass. What? How you throwing me, bro? It's difficult, you know? I don't really want to. I want to bring back 2 cornerbacks, whether that's William Jackson, or Fabian Moreau, or TJ Green. 2 of those guys out of the free. Now, William Jackson, I'm very interested in bringing back if he stays at superstar. If he falls down to star dev, I don't think I'm going to bring him back. I feel like Fabian Moreau, I'm probably going to bring back regardless. So I really like him. And TJ Green's just kind of, if I don't bring back William Jackson, I'm going to bring back TJ Green. So, essentially, Fabian Moreau's like 99, I'd say probably 98, 97-ish% confirmed. While the other 2, it kind of relies on what William Jackson's dev trait will be. Or regression. If he regresses down to like a low 80, depending on how much money he wants for 1 year. So I don't really want to have all these old cornerbacks. I really want to have like 1 old cornerback that's solid. TJ Green's, I believe, going to be 29, maybe even 30 or 31. Fabian Moreau, I believe, is going to be 31. And William Jackson, I believe, is going to be 32. As they don't get it, great defensive play by Deion Jones. And Bradley Roby is going to be 31, I believe. So we have a very old cornerbacks. But there's not much we can really do besides draft or get a free agent. Newen runs so far back, bro. Come on. haven't really been commentating the game much because this is kind of the area where, you know, I want to talk about free agents because this could be our last game this season. A great run by Gordon. And Atlanta takes a timeout, their first half. Plus, there hasn't really been much to commentate about besides saying, oh, hand off to this guy or throw to this guy, it's incomplete. There's been one touchdown. 7-0, about to go into halftime. Kyle Pitts, bro. 4th and inches, and Ezra Cleveland gets hurt. Ooh. We didn't get the first down, but what an effort from Kyle Pitts. 2-on-1, fighting as hard as he possibly can to get that first.
We play to win. Let's go.
Well, they have 26 seconds and 3 timeouts. Now, Atlanta does receive ball second half. Darnold already rolling out. He's just going to check it down, and it's going to be complete. And getting out of bounds up to the 36, that's Terrence Marshall. 19 seconds left. Very good play. So that's kind of what my opinion is on free agency. We might try and draft a kicker or sign one in free agency. Like, not free agency, but like after the draft free agency, you know, like the big free agency. Because I believe Younghoe Koo's towards the end of his year. I believe he has one more year after this one. So, you know, just have a guy chill on the practice squad for a year. Find a bit about him in preseason. If Younghoe Koo has a down year, we'll kind of know. As, holy crap, Carolina just did all that. And they're in field goal range. This is a 55-yarder. It's no gimme. I just accidentally pressed X, and I think that's going to get rid of the halftime show. And it's short. I believe it's... Ooh, never mind. There's a second left. The halftime show is still alive. We're probably going to see a Hail Mary. Yeah, a Hail Mary attempt. As it was short and wide right, I believe. Hail Mary attempt probably from Cam Newton. Newton just launching it. And it's going to be right around there. And incomplete. Ridley had a chance to catch it off the deflection, but couldn't. Just going to take us to the halftime show. But first, the first half stats, as always. Halftime show is probably just going to be showing off the playoff bracket or the schedule for, you know, the 4 games there is. Yeah, like I said, 6:40, so it's going to be the last game. So we're not going to know until late tomorrow who it's going to be in the conference championship. It's going to be, you know, an NFC South versus either Tampa Bay or Philadelphia. So I'm going to be AFK for the next gen stats, but you guys can enjoy them. As I got returned to 29, I got back at the end of the kickoff. First attempt for the 29. Newton throwing. That's intercepted by Stephon Gilmore. Oh dear, no. That's 3 interceptions now by Cam Newton. Darnold running, throwing, just throwing it away, avoiding the sack. Darnold serving, throwing, complete. That is Terrence Marshall. Third and 7 now from the 32. It's complete to McCaffrey, but he's going to be short of the first down by a yard. And Carolina's just going to settle for the 44-yard field goal attempt. And a wobbly one, but it's going to be good. And Carolina, first points of the second half. Now, drops it down to a 7-3 lead from Atlanta. Cam Newton with his third interception of the game, and we're not even 2 minutes into the second half. Very concerning. The defense has played lights out, and Cam Newton is keeping this a close game. Newton throwing. It's going to be complete. That's Marquise Brown. He's going to be up to the 40-yard line for a gain of 15 and a first down. First and 10 from 40. It's a handoff. Steve Leslie getting 9 on the play. Let's go. That's what I mean about Steve Leslie. So much potential. He just doesn't use it. Newton rolling out as Son Reddick nearly got to him. And Newton's just going to take the... Nick Fliskowski forces the fumble. Tur Gross Matos. Oh, we're gonna have to see a replay on that. He may have been out of bounds. It was maybe a challenge. When exactly is this ball? Oh, it's already loose. God damn it, Cam. I can't even defend you. I was hoping it was like right here, because then you can make a case. But was a recovery out of bounds, actually? That is something to also consider. It's when he has his hands on the ball. So if the ball is out of bounds, or is he out of bounds? And he has control, and that's not even close. Cam Newton is throwing the game. Now Carolina gets the ball at their own 44 in great field position. Not even 3 minutes into the third quarter. Cam Newton has 4 turnovers. It's a gain of 1 from McCaffrey. Second and 9 now from the 45. No one in the backfield. 4 people out wide. Darnold. Irving. Throwing. It's complete to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's going to be down at the 49. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 5. For a gain of 4. 3rd and 5 from the 49. Darnold takes the snap. Looking. Feels pressure. And he's going to go down. That's John Kaminsky bringing him down. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 from the 35. And the punting unit is out there. As you can hear how upset the Carolina fans are, Cam Newton is throwing this game away, and this Falcons defense is keeping them afloat. Darnold's going to need some time. Darnold is not getting any time to throw.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 from the 19 now. Newton takes a snap. Quick throw. That's going to be complete. That's CJ Ham up to the 28, and that's going to be enough for 9.5, give or take. Bring up 2nd inches from the 28. Being a handoff, that is Gordon. That's going to be up to 32 for a gain of 4, they're going to say, probably. But 1st and 10, either way. 3 minutes left to go now in the 3rd quarter. As 1st and 10 from the 32. You see Derek Moore in motion. This is going to be a handoff. Gordon, I believe that is. That might be. No, that is Gordon. That's a gain of 4. Stiff arm Nick Kwiatkowski. In order to get 4, 2nd and 6 now from the 35. It's another run play. And that is Wesley, baby. I don't know why I said baby at the end, but that's enough for a first down. Up to the 43. I feel like Steve Wesley has so much potential. We just got to find the right packages for him. And that's a handoff. That's Wesley. He's going to go nowhere. As the Falcons have been running the ball a lot lately, and the Panthers are starting to catch on as Newton's going to throw now. It's going to be complete. That is Brown, I want to say. It is for a gain of 7. 3rd and 3 now from the 49. This may be go for a territory, assuming there is no sack or stuff. Pitts gets it, and he's going to be across midfield to the 44. No need to go for it. That's enough for a first down. And Atlanta needs to run at least 1 more play, assuming there's no out of bounds or incompletion. And that could take us to the 4th. Newton Surveying. Throwing. Complete. Pitch. Upfield to the 35. He stays in bounds for a gain of 9. And will that take us to the 4th quarter? They're out there for another play. Will they get one off? They're not. We're going to head to the 4th quarter with a 7-3 game. There's the 3rd quarter stats for those of you who are curious. Second and 1 now from the 35. 8 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. We may see an overtime. It's a very low scoring game, so it's a possibility. Gordon finding his way up to the 33 for a first down. First attempt from 33. Outside handoff to Gordon. And there's a lot of room. And Gordon can't get past the last defender. He's going to be out to 25 still. 2nd and 2 from 25. Just another handoff. That's Gordon. He gets 2.5, they're going to say. And that's enough for a first down. 6.5 left to go in the game. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Newton rolling out. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to give a modest 4 for 2nd and 6 at the 18. Under 6 minutes left to go now. On a 2nd and 6. Another fake end around to Gore. Hand off to Gore. Again. Up to the 15. That's 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 from the 15 now. Newton. Gonna throw. It's complete. That's Pitts. Ooh, voice crack. Pitts takes it up to the 6-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a first down and 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Under 5 minutes left to go. Newton in shotgun. No one in the backfield besides him. A few receivers out wide. Newton rolling out. Burns is after him, though, and he's going to be sacked at the 17 for a loss of 11, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal. As Burns has his X factor back. 2nd and goal from the 17. Hand off to Gore. That's going to go nowhere, as whoever that is, don't really get a name. I want to say that's Brown or Rankins. It is. It's Rankins. 3rd and goal from the 17 after no gain. Are we going to even see a pass attempt from the formation? I don't know. Newton throwing. Quick pass to Ridley up to the 9. Just going to bring up 4th down. A great attempt, but ultimately was not enough blockers. It's going to be a 26-yard field goal attempt to give the Falcons the lead. Well, extend their lead, and it's good. Atlanta leads 10-3 now. With 3:16 remaining, both teams with all 3 timeouts. Carolina is getting the ball back. Carolina does have a slight bit of momentum. We see Fabian Moreau, potentially his last game as an Atlanta Falcon. As we see all the sacks Darnold's had to go through today. Darnold's endured a lot of sacks. Newton's had a lot of turnovers. These quarterbacks have had a struggle of a game today. Hence the reason why it's so low scoring and both teams are still in it. Darnold. It's complete. That's Tommy Tremble. He's going to go up to the 32-yard line. Clock keeps running though. It's gain of 7. Carolina probably wants to get this clock down as low as they possibly can. But if they get a chance to score, they're more than likely going to take it. Darnold surveying. Throwing. And staying in bounds is Tommy Tremble. That's up to the 47. And that keeps the clock running. We're up to the 47 already. Cross midfield and everything. Darnold. Looking. Throwing across his body. And incomplete. No one in the area. Avoided the grounding. Potentially had a check down to McCaffrey for a gain of like 2, I'd guess. But likely not to. Darnold on 2nd and 10. We're going to the 2-minute warning. And Darnold's going to go down at a sack. Almost got that ball away, but probably elected to just tuck it because that could have been a potential turnover due to it probably being a fumble if he got hit as he threw. Probably 3rd and 18 from the 45. Darnold throwing, and that's going to be intercepted. That's Jalen Phillips all the way up to the 38th. And Atlanta is close to sealing the deal here. A first down does not end it because depending on when they use timeouts or get the first down. Gordon, he's going to go out of bounds at a 28. That makes it even better. But Atlanta is in field goal range, so if they do not get the first down, they still could kick a field goal to make it a two-possession game. First attempt for the 28, 149 remaining. A timeout or a first down would be very crucial now. But timeout by Carolina, their first of the half. He's up to 21 for a gain of 6. Second and 4 with a minute 44 remaining. It's another carry by Gordon. Down at the 19, Carolina uses their second timeout now. With a minute 41 remaining at the 19, third and 2. A first down now officially ends the game. Newton looking to seal the deal. Throwing. Pitch does not fumble. Carolina uses their last timeout. And now, assuming Newton is able to handle the snap well enough, the Falcons can just kneel the ball and will be moving on to the championship game, where they will either be playing 1 seed Philadelphia Eagles or their division rival 6 seed Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Running the ball, shockingly, potentially just trying to pad stats, but that could be very dangerous. By fumble potentially. And they're still out in kneel formation. And just kneeling the ball now. It's going to bring up 4th down. But there's all zeros. And the Atlanta Falcons defeat the Carolina Panthers. Sam Darnold was 15 for 24. 148, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Newton was 12 for 18, 106. 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Rushing, both quarterbacks had a fumble. Melvin Gordon 17 for 75. McCaffrey 12 for 36. Newton 4 for 7. Wesley 3 for 16. Receiving, Tremble was 6 for 63. Kyle Pitts 6 for 46. Ridley 3 for 28 and a touchdown. McCaffrey 2 for 9. Brown 2 for 22. Marshall 2 for 19. Moore 2 for 37. Anderson 2 for 9. Ham 1 for 10. And Reed 1 for 11. 2 sacks allowed by Greg Little and Garen Christian. Sack allowed by Pat Elfine, Sam Darnold, Morgan Moses, and Dennis Daly. Defensively, 2 tackles for loss for Son Reddick, Brian Burns, Jalen Phillips, and Keandre Jones. 1 for Derek Brown, John Kaminsky, Yetur Gross-Matos, John Phillips, Shaq Thompson, Shannon Rankins, Grady Jarrett, Boyce Adewukun. 1.5 sacks for Son Reddick and Jalen Phillips, and Keandre Jones. 1 for John Kaminsky, Yetur Gross-Matos, Brian Burns, and Grady Jarrett. Half a sack for John Phillips. 2 interceptions for Jeremy Chin, 1 for Stephon Gilmore and Jalen Phillips. 4 fumbles from Nick Oshowski and Jalen Phillips. Fumble recoveries by Yetur Gross-Matos and Keandre Jones. Kicking, both sides were perfect, technically. Well, no, excuse me. Graham Gano missed one. Missed one from 55. Punting, Scott Pagel was 4 for 165. Harvin, 2 for 100. Claiborne, 2 for 35. Warwick, 1 for 13. Claiborne, 3 for 3. Warwick didn't have a return. But we're going to have some upgrades. Or not. Okay, sure. I'm not going to be spending staff points until we're done with this season. So yeah, we do have Addison Nolan going to be returning from injury, the backup left tackle. Greg Little is the starter. But Tampa Bay wins their game, so we're going to be having an Atlanta versus Tampa Bay championship, the NFC South. While we're here, we're also going to be having the 1-seeded Chiefs versus the 2-seeded. The 1-seeded Texans versus the 2-seeded Chiefs, 5-seeded Falcons versus 6-seeded Buccaneers. I bet the Falcons didn't think they were going to be hosting another home game. But here we are. But that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. Once again, watch my next episode to find out if there will be an off-season stream. Well, I mean, obviously there will be, but when, depending on, if we win or lose, because we have minimum 1 more game, maximum 2 more games, and after that, there'll be an off-season stream. And I'll let you know in the last actual game video of this season. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I did, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.